What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we got a little bit of information revealed to us by Problem concerning Drake and his camp in 40. Apparently, he says one of the things that him and Kendrick and them realized was that Drake was lacking any help that he could have received from 40. Seems like 40 might have been sick or is sick, and the Twitter bots is going crazy because they got to defend it and saying, well, he don't need 40, this, that, and the other. But I don't agree with that. Not only that, what does that even mean for the next project? Because I mean, despite the fact that things have not been sounding the same as of late anyway, none of the producers he seemed to be working with really are able to, let's just say, capture the audience's attention as much, right? But it's just a short clip. Let's get into this and we'll talk about it. So it says, Problem says he and Kendrick knew Drake was less potent without 40 during the Kendrick battle. Says Drake, longtime producer, being sick meant he wasn't as involved, and if 40 was there, the battle might have been a better situation for Drake. That's interesting.
We already knew all, bro. And allegedly, I heard this through like 4 or 5 people. This is not from him, so he didn't say this. Allegedly, there's a 20-minute version that still is sitting there if any nigga got a pocket. So him and rap is what I'm never finna be worried about. It's meaning I knew whatever he did.
20-minute version. That sound diabolical, man. 20 minutes though.
Was gonna smack bro because the thing is, we already knew what I'm never finna be worried about. It's meaning I knew whatever he did, he was gonna smack bro because the thing is, we already knew all bro writers. We already knew all bros. Like, we know without 40 though. 40 with 40, if 40 was there, it would have been a better situation. But 40 is the glue to that situation.
All right, we can't just like gloss over the fact that he said we already knew his writers. Let's back that up.
40, if 40 was there, whatever he did, he was gonna smack bro because the thing is, we already knew all bro writers. We already knew all bros. Like,
we already knew all bro writers. Wasn't they saying that part of push-ups was like written the first verse or AI verse or something like that, man? But just saying that, now, I mean, this ain't telling us nothing we don't already know. But saying, look, we already knew who the writers was. Before you even get to the 40 part, is crazy. Before you get to the 40, so it's like, well, we knew who the writers was, and I think in a minute he's going to say pretty much that, they wasn't on Drake's side, but I think that the fact that they pointed out and even gave props to, because the props go to 40. None of this is giving any props to Drake, mind you. All right, none of it at all. So let's keep going.
We know without 40 though. 40 with 40, if 40 was there, it would have been a better situation. But 40 is the glue to that situation.
Are you saying 40 is producer?
No, 40 is his engineer and his producer. That's the guy. So he's been sick.
Yeah.
So once you know that's not there, oh yeah, he's on his own. It's Dolo and all his writers and shit, they have to kick back because they ain't want no smoke with this. Like,
yeah. That's crazy. All the writers had to kick. Yo, come on, man. Y'all listening to this? And this ain't like one person saying this, bro. How you going into a rap battle with writers anyway? Now we gotta assume that maybe the tracks that Drake dropped, maybe he wrote those, which would explain the loss. Which would explain the loss, right? Because that was his skill. We seen it. I think we seen Drake's skill, especially in A Heart Part 6. That was all him. There's no doubt about it. That wasn't a reference. That was all him. And despite the stands trying to hype that up, that was trash. TRAS is H. You heard? Trash, man. Trash. Like a large trash can, like a 80-gallon trash can, like a dumpster. You know what I mean? Yeah, so like no writers, huh? The writers fell back and no 40. And so look, it's mano y mano. Your skill against mine. Your creativity against mine. And we seen how creative Drake got. All he could come up with was a short film with a car, and he smashed the car. You know, and the other thing that Drake did that was probably not good was take 50 Cent's advice. I'm pretty sure he did, and that failed miserably too.
No, it wasn't no one particular song. It's just Dot is a like rapper's rapper. He's a backpack dude that went pop.
Yeah,
real life.
No, for sure. And again, this is like you guys know more behind the scenes, but I'm like, yeah, that's what I was wondering. I wonder like if and again, he's a rapper before anything, he's a backpacker. I wonder if he heard any of the songs and was like, okay, I gotta come back extra hard. Like
man, that nigga was not tripping. I remember when what's the good one, the kind of good one Drake dropped? The one that had the video.
Oh, the drop.
I think it's Family Ties.
Bro,
I can't remember the name.
I text that nigga. I'm like,
right?
That's when they first mentioned his wife and shit.
The Pusha one. Drop and give me 50. That's Family Matters.
Nah.
No, which is the other one? The
Which one? When he crushed the car.
Right, we don't even know the name of the shit.
But, yeah,
that's wild. That's crazy. But when he dropped that, I'm like, oh yeah, it's over. That nigga text me, said, hey, he just crossed the line. I went to the bathroom, went to take a deuce. I came back, nigga. That song was out. That one.
Yeah.
The one, not like us, the one before that.
Yeah, Meet the Grams.
That shit was 12 minutes later. And that nigga just hit me with laugh emojis. Man, that shit was light work to him.
That's what I'm saying.
He couldn't wait to drop Meet the Grams. He probably was sitting back in the cut like, oh yeah, this is. If you had to think of a song, I know, Not Like Us was the one, but if you had to think of a song that Kendrick probably loved more than any of the songs in that whole battle, I think it's Meet the Grams. I do. I think he was sitting back laughing like a villain in the dark. You know, like. Like that was one of those. He was really cooking up in that joint. Not Like Us was just having fun. He was really cooking up in Meet the Grams.
That shit was light.
And even when even when I was watching the Grammy shit with the comic with Noah and shit, I was watching the way he was clowning. Mm-hmm. I knew deep inside he wanted to have a better reaction to that joke. Because the comic was a great joke, but I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like the way he's smirking like a motherfucker. I'm like, he knew he was gonna whoop his ass.
That shit is crazy because I expected the whole shit just to be just pure rapping, like knowing how Dot rap. I wasn't expecting Not Like Us. But that was a surprise where I was like,
but I think that's your point, right? I think that's your point where you were saying like if there was the guy that's a glue like a 40, he probably would have been like, don't go there because
he would have told him don't even do that. Like don't even engage in this because this is the one guy that don't need the bots.
And this ain't the first time.
I'm just saying he's the one guy that don't need the bots. He's the only guy big enough that you can't blackball him. No going at you.
Facts.
Can't blackball him. You can't use the record label to shut him up. You can't do nothing. So again, you can't use your star power. Drake wanted to use his star power. He never thought he could out-rap Kendrick. He wanted to use his star power. He wanted to use his the power he thought he might have had with the labels, his sway with social. He wanted to use all that. That's why he thought he would win.
Got his own motion. He got his own crew. He got his own thing.
What year was that when Dot said the shit on the BT shit? He said stuff for some pajama clothes from back then.
That was like 2012, 2013 or something.
He was quiet back then, bro.
I just knew just for me knowing Dot, like it was over with. Just for me talking to the homies and shit, like, dude, the fucked up. You get what I'm saying? That's me being and around with my people, my brothers and all them, like, he done fucked up. That's why I kept telling y'all, don't worry about it. He fucked up. It's over with. He could cancel Christmas. And y'all like, oh, you bullshit. Remember, you like, I'm like, bro, it's over with.
It's not necessarily your bullshit, but you gotta understand that he's that you know he
Drake was colossal at that time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you understand, you're talking about motherfuckers behind the scenes. To the average person, we're not behind this. We know Doc can rap, but there's average fans still. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Me, I may know you guys, but I don't know what y'all Doc.
But that's like right now. Let's say if Q get into a battle and I tell you, don't worry about that, nigga. Believe what I tell you, nigga. Nigga is through. Like you know what I'm saying?
Respectfully, accusing Dot or Drake. But I get what you're saying. I got 100% get what you're saying.
I'm in the background. I'm there. I'm around these people. I'm in the circle.
I just didn't know it was going to be a snare like that. I had an idea. Like, you still got to rap and go at it. Because, you can sing your way out of this battle. Right. But I didn't know. Nobody knew it was going to be a whole anthem of pedophilia, let's be honest. Like,
and the kicker thing, he still didn't even call him a pedophile. If you listen to him, he says Baca got a real case. Why is he around? You're the certified lover boy, the certified pedophile. He didn't even talk about niggas. Don't even be listening to the song. He never called him that.
Man, fuck.
That's why he.
They've been saying that, man. It's just that people made it that way because of Drake's videos and stuff like that. But what he said makes sense, right? What he said makes sense. He talking about both in the same line, but it don't matter.
That's why he couldn't sue Drake. I mean, that Drake couldn't sue him because that nigga too good, bro. He know what he doing. You're not finna get him like that.
He still called him that.
I'm telling you.
That's a lawyer talk fact.
But
let's be honest.
69 guy.
But let's be honest. You talk about it. Context clues. We know what he was talking about.
Yeah,
we did. I get what you're. I like. Again, you're a rapper, so you're talking. I get it. Look. I want it also, so I get what you're saying. But the way you're saying it is, you have to be able to direct the line to me. Like, hey, like if we were to be in court arguing.
Now, if you said Drake got a weird case, why is he around? It's a whole nother conversation.
You know, one of the things I hated the most in this, when they were battling, I hated the fact that everybody felt like they had some type of inside. I just got off the phone with him, or he just told me this. Like, bitch, that nigga didn't tell you shit, ho.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I heard he was talking to a lot of people during that fucking battle.
Everything I said was on point. In fact, everything I said was
Smack was like, hey, watch tomorrow.
I said, watch tomorrow. Don't talk to me. Watch tomorrow.
100%.
Tomorrow came. Boom, they like smack you. I'm like, listen,
I ain't gonna lie, man. I watched the day after the day we was just talking about. Man, I'm on Twitter just like as a fan. Now I don't know what's finna drop. I'm like, yeah, that little the homie ain't done with him. I'm just talking, right? I get a call from one of the homies from PG Line. He's like, hey man, just watch what you're doing on the internet. This is that. I'm like, well, what do I do? He's like, just watch it. You know what I'm saying? Just watch what you're saying. I'm like, well, what did I say? He said, just watch it. Just watch what you say. And I swear, nigga, 3 minutes later, Not Like Us dropped. It made it look like and I had no fucking clue that song was gonna drop. I'm talking shit, like I'm watching. I'm still a fan of rap. At the end of the day, I'm like, oh, nigga, da, 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 da. So it made it look like I knew it was coming and all of that shit. And I'm like, oh, that's what you was talking about. He's like, yeah, we don't like our moves. Like, no. And I'm like, but you know, I didn't know. He said, we know you didn't know, but you with us, so they would assume you knew.
Now
I said, okay, yeah, I ain't been around this type of shit in a while.
You think?
Chill out.
You think they'll ever be cool again?
Who? No.
Never?
No.
That nigga said before I piece it up, I'll take him to hell with me.
No. Whatever happened. He crossed a couple of lines.
for sure. Big lines.
Calling the police line was the one.
Yeah.
Talking about his family.
Oh, yeah. But
There's one.
And the police though, man.
Yeah, that's
different.
different.
People on a nigga, man.
If I ever
It
did
ain't
it,
my family first. Fuck the
For
police.
sure, the family
You talking
thing
about
happened.
my wife, my kids.
No.
Yeah.
No, for sure. But I get what you're saying though. Like
Collectively, all of that shit was like, man, fuck this
you got
nigga.
niggas subpoenaing me? Like, what the fuck?
Man,
That's a whole nother ball game.
that's and you know what? I was like, damn. Once he did that, I was like, it's really hard to just be like, hey, you know what? It was just a rap battle. Bullshit.
Man, J. Cole smart, man.
Wasn't just a
Smart
rap
man.
battle. It was a long life battle with itself. That's what it was, man. Now, some of y'all might be trying to say, well, why y'all still talking about? Well, first of all, you know why we still talking about it. Don't even try that. But secondly, I hope you know that not too long ago, Drake made a post. Check this out. So this is what Drake posted just yesterday. Okay. This right here. They doubted me. Talk is cheap. Warning Iceman. Now, y'all might think that's nothing, right? But look at the caption. What I was doing when you thought I was crying. And why might you be crying, Drake? Why might you be crying? Oh, we know why you might be crying. So don't give me that. Why are we still talking about it? In fact, before we go to the comments on the other video, let's look at some of these because I didn't get around to this yet. Dropped 6 gigs, filed the lawsuit, dropped the lawsuit, filed the lawsuit with more added to it, dropped some shitty songs for you, basically wasted his Stan's time with episodes of Rice Man. Not Rice Man. Not Rice Man. You were suing, appealing in federal court over a diss song because Drake always has a knack to let us know that he's bothered when you might not think he was. Like, he always talking this, he's not bothered. But just think about this statement. What I was doing when you thought I was crying. This is just acknowledging everything people been saying over 2 years, bro, that you're crying and you still why even say this? This shows how deeply troubled you've been by these events, sir. How deeply troubled. Let's get back over to the. So let's look at these comments. I'm okay with these people saying .1, but when they act like Drake was way outmatched and disrespect his craft, it bothers me. Drake did great in that battle. I'm sorry to say, Mr. Objective Subjectivity, but he was way outmatched. And your name directly contradicts this statement. He lost badly. Exactly. Not to me. I still like Drake diss tracks better. I just think Not Like Us was so much of a bop. There was nothing for Drake to do to counter that. Oh, buddy, he lost way before that. This was Not Like Us was the crescendo, man, to a build up. Like, there was a strategy, there was a plan. You could see breadcrumbs leading up there. Drake, it wasn't the case where he was dropping. There was no cohesiveness. There was no plan. It was a shotgun effect. Kendrick had a rifle. Drake had a shotgun. And we see how that ended up. Family Matters is taking down probably 90% of rappers. I don't know about 90%, but there's a good amount that it would have been enough for. If you understand War, he lost badly. Yeah, really bad, man. The nigga sued. Like, that, just look no further. There go one of these other, the objective subjectivity dude. The war is still going on. He lost the battle, but it wasn't one-sided. You're just confusing the victory lap with the actual battle like most. Some people got Drake winning, if we're being honest, fam. No, nobody but a Drake stan got Drake winning. Stop the cat. Stop the cat. I respect your opinion. I just think homie didn't have much on Kendrick and wasted his time with the other dudes. Even if you say he didn't lose badly, you can't say he wasn't outclassed. Kendrick dropped an audio movie on him in a couple of weeks. It was truly remarkable. Audio movie is actually a pretty good way to put it, I think. He said, the highlight to me is him saying they knew all Drake's writers. Drake obviously not going to use writers in a rap battle. He believe he's a better rapper than Kendrick. These guys, that nigga don't believe he a better rapper than Kendrick. Stop. No, I'll tell you what Drake believed. He believed his star power would be enough to win him the battle. He didn't believe he could out-rap Kendrick. Anybody, I'm going to tell y'all this right now, man. Anybody who's saying Drake believed he was a better rapper is full of it. I know that 21 said that Drake, he talked to Drake, and Drake, basically it came down to, it was his machismo, right? He was called out and he got to do something. But that's a whole different thing from actually believing you can out-rap. No, Drake thought he had social media on his side and he had star power. And with that, and if they did it right, he would be able to come out on top. That's what he thought. It didn't have anything to do with out rapping. He didn't out rap Kendrick on one track, not one. Okay, even if you like Family Matters, he didn't out rap Kendrick on one track. Okay, so stop it. He didn't believe that. I'm going. That's my stance, and I'm going. He never believed he could out rap him. He just believed he could out star power him. That's it, and out social media him, and use all the things, and do a little bit of magic and sprinkle some fairy dust, and somehow come out on top. But what he found out was, no, good old fashioned rapping will carry the day when you have someone like Kendrick, who's a real MC, right? So I'm not trying to hear all that. Well, listen, man, we're going now right there, but a couple things. One, the fact that he again reiterated what we've been hearing from multiple people about the writers, but him admitting that not only do they know, but they knew that at that time Drake's writers were not going to be of any consequence, and that who they would side with. So what does that mean? There probably was some communication going on. So this whole leak thing is definitely a fact. Who knows who all the writers were? They probably were sharing information. And even if they wasn't, they probably said, look, I'm out of it. You ain't got to worry about me helping out. And then the 40 thing is interesting too. I mean, most people haven't heard from him in a while, and he haven't been on, most of the projects as of late. Any of the projects that I remember as of late. So if he's not on Iceman, it's going to be a very noticeable absence. I think it's going to be a very noticeable absence, man. The songs Drake been putting out, the producers are not capturing the moment. They're not seizing the day. There's no carpe diem going on with these tracks. It really ain't. It really ain't. There's nothing that's really, it's not even really exciting his base. For real. It's not. They're getting restless. But look, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I think those are two very enlightening pieces of information. They knew he didn't have writers, and the fact that they think that if 40 was really involved, that the battle could have been, I guess, closer. I'm not going to say Kendrick wouldn't have won, but they think that Drake would have stood a better chance. That's given a lot of credit and weight to 40 and who he is. None of this is building Drake up. He ain't getting bigged up in this. Trust me. It just makes him look worse. But it is big up in 40 in this. So I want to know what y'all think. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one.